I really wish I had my video camera. Okay, take number 10. Hi guys, my name's Derek. I used to do YouTube videos in regards to the Disney College program. If you've ever watched these videos or they've helped you while you've been down here or prepared yourself for the college program, thank you. I've been contacted by quite a few people actually in the Magic Kingdom when I was working there, basically to say, hey, are you that guy? Yes, I am. Thank you for not, I mean, I know it's probably awkward, but at the same time, I'm glad that I was able to help you. For those of you who are watching these videos and preparing for the 2014 seasons for the college program, I hope they help. If you have questions at all, please leave them down in the comments, or actually the best way to reach me is at Twitter. My Twitter handle is @UTEDCP. Now, with that being said, a little background about myself. I was a seasonal cast member at the Jungle Cruise. Then I actually went to casting, and in the last 2 months I have been a character attendant as well as front desk cast member at the Grand Floridian, which I absolutely love. It's awesome. It's been a crazy roller coaster because we started doing magic bands. If you don't know what magic bands are, they are the new wave of the future that Disney is going to be implementing, and don't knock them until you try them because they're awesome. You can put on the Magic Band, you can put your Fast Passes, you can put your dining plan, you can put your park tickets, you can put charging privileges, you can use your room keys, you can even use PhotoPass now. You can put all that on one band so you're not losing like 10, 15 different cards. Plus, the kids get to use it. The kids get to be like, oh my god, that's pretty neat. Except not in a weird nerd voice with a lisp. Second off, I do want to go ahead and dive into a little bit of length with this. Recently, Disney made a change to one of their policies in regards to what most cast members and most people who've been to Disney before understand or know the concept of a guest assistance card or a GAC card. So many guests have, as well as casts, to be honest, I know quite a few cast members that have exploited this system as well, have exploited it to the point where Disney had to say, we need to rethink this. We need to retool this. We need to make this so this is an umbrella program that does not benefit or detract one guest from another. Well, recently, on YouTube more specifically, there have been a number of videos, and one person in particular that is, I guess you could say, trying to be the face of the rebellion against the DAS cards, or as I'm going to refer to them in the video because I keep screwing it up, the green cards. It's a difficult path to take because as cast members, from an attraction standpoint, the new green card is a much better benefit not only to guest flow, to wait times, but also for everybody, not just one person over another. But from the guest standpoint, it's seen as an inconvenience. Now, I understand that. Like, I understand that guests may have that same sentiment. But last year, when Disney basically cracked down on Fast Pass return times, you have to come back between 1 o'clock and 2 o'clock. If you have a 1 o'clock and a 2 o'clock Fast Pass, you can't come back after 2 o'clock. You can't come back at 9 o'clock for an earlier Fast Pass, unless the attraction was down. And guests were very upset about that. Like, we've always done this, and we don't this is preposterous. 4 months later, it's now normal, and there's very few guests that don't understand that you cannot return outside of your window. Now, in regards to the GAC card, there's been a number of changes. A, because a lot of guests were exploiting it. B, on my route to work, I can't tell you how many little local pawn shops I pass that you could buy guest assistance cards, even though you can go to the parks and get them for free. Disney's taken that into consideration too, because they want to make sure everybody gets a fair deal. Nobody has to buy one of these cards. Nobody should have to. That's just that business trying to exploit the system. And plus, if you get caught with them as guests, it causes headaches. But for the new pass, one of the biggest issues people realize is if you go for Jungle Cruise, for example, if you have the new green card, you come to the Fast Pass return, you flash your card, you're not going to get immediately in. If you go there and say, hey, I got this card, the cast member is going to look at the card, look at their wait time, and dependent on every attraction, it's going to be different. I don't work in attraction anymore, so I'm not going to tell you what the exact rhyme or reason is. But if it's an hour wait, they'll say, okay, well, currently we have an hour wait. What I'm going to do, on the back of your pass, I'm going to write you're going to be attending the Jungle Cruise. You're going to return at this time, or any time after, I believe. This way, you can go use your fast passes to enjoy something else. You can see the biggest difference with this, because guests would get their red card, they immediately go to the front of the line, they would get on the ride, they would go do it, and just rinse and repeat on all the attractions until they did everything in about in a couple hours. But what they can't do that anymore, and that's what guests are like. Well, I don't. My child has autism, or my child has claustrophobia. They can't be surrounded by people. My child needs shade. I don't want to make it seem like, are you honestly snoring, Cat? My wife's kind of snoring right now. I don't want to make it seem that I don't care about the guests. I do. I understand that guests have concerns about this. All they see is they look on the news when they're researching this. New York, the instance with families purchasing the services of a disabled guest to allow their kids to have the best Disney experience, to be able to go to the front of the line and not have to wait. That to me is just disappointing. But with the new pass, Space Mountain has done a variation of this for quite a long while. And that's what a lot of people are like, this has never been done at Disney before, this is ridiculous, derpa 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 derpa. Space Mountain's done it for a while, and to my knowledge there's been very limited negativity associated with it. Now, what I want you guys to understand, if you are watching this or have been doing any research on the green cards or the DAS cards, you have the card. It will allow you, technically, it's going to be a fast pass for a later date, later time during that day. You still have your park tickets that you got into the park with. You still have the usage of standing in a standby line. Granted, that's probably not your best or your required or recommended choice. So technically, you could have 3 options available to you. Not including, you could get some food, you could watch a parade, you could do a show. What people don't realize is all they focus on is, this card is not going to get me to the front of the line. I have to wait. You'd have to wait regardless. There is no attraction, unless it's the park just opened or is about to close, that you're going to immediately get to the front of the line. Everything's going to have a wait, whether or not it be a couple minutes or a couple hours. It's how it is. So, I mean, I just want to let you all know that I know there's been a lot of negativity associated with it, and if you are coming down the college program, be prepared to know that you are going to be well trained on this, because in the next probably couple months it's going to become more fluid, become more understanding, or it could go through another alteration. We don't know. Guests are new to this, cast members are new to this, and a lot of cast members are getting flack by guests who are yelling at them because the cast member is trying to the best of their ability to explain a new situation, and the guests don't want to have anything to do with it. So please be patient. And like I said, I know there's a bunch of videos that within the last 48 hours have caused a lot of people to be like, well, that's what this is, and I'm never going to Disney World again, or my entire vacation is ruined. I'm going to go to guest relations and complain. You have that option. Like, we're not telling you do or do not have to come to Walt Disney World. We're not telling you that you do or do not have to go to complain to guest relations. But don't follow the crowds. Put on words, but not intended. Understand everything before you come down. Families plan for years to come to Walt Disney World. Years. Some of them, this is going to be their only opportunity to come down, financially, reasons, or whatever. They plan. They look at all the details. They have everything timed out as to where they're going to be at everywhere. You can still fully utilize Walt Disney World even with the DAS card. But most people won't take the time to do it. So, anyway, I'm approaching the 10-minute mark, and YouTube's going to kick me off again. So, if you have any questions, leave them down below. Post them on Facebook or Twitter. Yeah, if you have any questions about the Magic Bands, about the DAS cards, I'll do my best to answer them. Later, guys.